effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Singletary to get the drive started. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On second and 11 now. Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3, now here's second and 7. Here's Fields. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On first down, Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On first down, it's Fields. Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
2nd and 15. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. We're scoreless after 1. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bears at 9-5 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On play action, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On play action, Allen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
That's cool.
They're going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Slot man moves right. Allen off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Down the right sideline. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a first down throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Off-play action, Fields. There's Chris Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there at 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kaiir Elam picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the 50, here's Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 127 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
and Mike, interception. And the Bills are going to take
down.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Let's go.
Might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
So after the INT, it's Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To the air again, Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act in the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Singletary will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney from 4 yards out. And the Bills extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going deep here for Allen. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like quick to pop it.
Damn.